What it do? It's your boy A-Tone.
It's your boy Tone Capone.
What's going on, man? Stick Talk 100, man. How your weekend been?
Mine been going great, man. You know what I'm talking about? I done heard we got some good news going on. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
How you doing, Miss B?
I'm doing fantastic.
That's wonderful.
What we got going on today?
Well, today we're going to start off just saying congratulations on our hitting the 1,000 subscriber mark. So we want to thank all of our subscribers. We want to thank all of our viewers. We thank you for liking, sharing, commenting on our videos, and we're going to continue to bring great content.
No doubt.
We appreciate it, and I want to also let you know, hey, we couldn't do it without you.
No
we
doubt.
Appreciate you.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, now that that's out the way, what we got going on today?
Okay, so for today's topic, we are going to talk about the power of social media.
Power of social media. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what turns you off when you click on someone's social media page?
When they doing something kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? It has to be something engaging for me. You know what I mean? Something that's gonna. You got everybody doing this and doing that now. You know, so if it's something silly, it's a turn off for me.
With me, I'm tired of the booties and all that extra. I'm on an overload of that.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you know what I mean? That's to each his own. But half of that stuff, they put out and not realize. Well, they realize it, but really don't care that it's kids on there now. You know what I mean? So a lot of the stuff that they're doing now it's out of hand. It's time for a reset. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? I always look at it like whenever social media or new platform come out, it comes out with a good intention. Like Facebook and Instagram, when you first to mingle and catch up with old friends, and then it turns into something that always got to go left. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing, or arguing over it, or rappers fighting on it, or all that, which it wasn't meant for. So that's what I'm marked out with. We got to go through all the bullshit to get to bullsheezy. To get to to get to the good content. You gotta get past that, and that's the main stuff that gets all the traction and attention. So you gotta cycle through bullshit to get some real content.
Yeah, because you get like you say, you got some really good platforms, but then you got people that use it for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's really entertainment, but you got people that make it personal. Doing stuff like that. So
real talk.
Okay, so do you think that children under 12 should be allowed to have a social media page?
No.
At what age should they be allowed to have a page that they can use responsibly?
Maybe about 15.
Yeah. 15.
Yeah, about 15.
Yeah, because I kind of kept my kids off of it till they was kind of old enough to understand what was going on. Yeah. And if they did have it, I had their password.
Yeah.
And you can do parental control on it. You know what I mean? Because they getting engaged. They really engaging in grown people's stuff and don't even know what it is at that age. So you think about a young kid at that age seeing that kind of stuff, and then you wonder why the climate is the way it is.
And why they respond and say the things they say because, they looking at grown folk stuff, cussing and all that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
they pretty much got kids looking at soft porn, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much, really. Especially the way a lot of them dress in these videos and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So I think it should be a lot more control on it. And as I know, also is like over in other countries like Japan and all these different places, you can't get on. They don't let that algorithm come through their country. It's either schooling something that's positive that they kids, but then they'll let our kids get it. I just think it needs to be more control over it. What else you got?
That's pretty good, too.
I'm going my back.
Okay. People are going back and forth on their political views on social media. Some have even fallen out with their friends because of it. Taylor Swift announced her endorsement of Kamala Harris, and now some of her fans are upset with her. Should politics be banned from social media?
I kind of stay away from politics or politics. I don't really play in that field. You know what I mean? Because everybody entitled to their own opinion when it comes to who they vote for. If that's who you vote for, keep it to yourself.
Yeah, because you don't have to really
You
just
don't
get
have
out there
to
and do
tell
all
that
that. Yeah.
because you got stars that really don't know nothing about politics jumping in the arena of politics because they using them because of their fan base. You know?
I think the shit just crazy. Me personally.
Yeah. So, yeah. So people are really taking it serious when it comes down to somebody else's views or knowing that okay they support one party over the other, and people are really getting personal with that and their own feelings and don't want to either deal with the people anymore or they're not a fan of some celebrities
Just because of who you like or who you vote for or whatever. See, that right there is not cool anyway. That's why it's like you say, when you go in there and vote, you go in there, you it's just you in the machine. So that's how it should be anyway. I think I gotta tell nobody who I vote for or whatever because that's a whole different beast for me. So nah, I win.
I just think people don't realize when they're doing all this stuff, you turning the society into a cookie cutter society where if everybody has to think on the same accord, you can't be free minded or free thinking and have free thoughts. You know what I mean? If I don't agree with you, then I'm a bad person. No, I don't have to agree with you. That's what makes us different. We don't have to think alike, but we can respect each other's opinions.
But when it comes to me and you should agree with me because 9.5 out of 10, I'm always right anyway. You understand me?
Negative 9.5, 10, I get it.
Call it what you want.
What else you got?
With Taylor Swift, she had a $480 million deal with Pepsi. But when she announced her endorsement, the company put a hold on the deal.
That's crazy.
Okay, let me. Okay, let's break something down. See, this is why the people don't understand. Do your research of who Taylor Swift's father is and the banks that he owned and he was a part of. That ain't no money to them. She's already been put in that position. Her family already that ain't no money to them. She ain't just pop up out of the scene. Kanye set that up. They put Kanye to set that up to make her pop up. Outside of Kanye saying that, you didn't know who she was. Come on, man. Y'all got to read behind the curtain, man. It's bigger than what y'all think. Stop surface thinking. What else you got?
If they put all that into no person. Anyway.
Exactly. But I'm just in general. They
no,
just
I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying the way they do that. They do that. Man, it's crazy.
It's like they know who they doing. You got somebody twerking at Kamala Harris's thing. What?
Somebody was twerking it.
One of her debates.
Yeah, what?
Was it
are you serious? Yeah, who's the Megan Thee Stallion? Somebody she had twerking? Come on, man.
She really had that for real? Is that shit documented?
It's seen, yes.
Well, I mean, because that's not right.
No.
I just think that we need to find out what the twerk was. Anyway, yeah, that don't make no sense.
Yeah, but it's just
make sure you give me that link.
No. But here go the bullseye. The moment they start using stars and comedians and all these people to tell us who to vote for, that should let you know something ain't right.
Set you up.
So instead of banning politics from social media, maybe people should not just post their views or who they are supporting as a candidate.
Look at it like this: whoever is posting the candidate that they're posting, look at their track record of when they started doing it. Have they been doing it since you first heard of them? And all of a sudden, out of the blue, now they're doing it. That should let you know there's something behind it. If they didn't come into the game being on politics, then all of a sudden now in this new era they use it. The world is based off right now off of followers. Whoever got the most followers, them presidents or elects and all them, they going after the people who got the followers to use their platforms to help push their agenda of what they're trying to do. So that should let you just think. It ain't before it's illegal. Oh, who got it?
Do you think there are any?
Think force illegal.
Do you think there are any benefits to having a social media page outside of politics?
Yes, you can make money. You can do all these kind of things with social media. But like anything, too much of anything is bad for you. Yep. You can't sit around and eat a whole bag of candy and then wonder why your stomach hurts. It's too much. You gotta mediate it. You gotta break it off. What you think?
It makes sense to me. I know you can. In a lot of cases, it's a job for some people. You know what I'm saying? You can make a good living off of it if everything falls into place like it should. You know, but
now go ahead. You good? Hey, Furman, I'm running out of cigars. I need some more of these sweet TIPs.
TIP. You don't want to say it?
I did.
Pause.
Look, yeah, indeed. What else you got?
Okay, so do you think there are more positives than negatives to having a social media page?
I mean, I guess it depends on the person. I mean, like it's depends on what you're seeking out of it, not just money. So you got people that do it for fame. You know what I'm saying? It's me personally, I would do it for money. You know, I like to talk to people. I like to, you know, give advice or help if I can or whatever, you know. But I'd be crazy if I said the money part is not. Yeah, that's definitely a plus. You know what I'm saying?
Some people shouldn't have a voice. And I mean, not saying they shouldn't talk, but if you ain't educated on what you're talking about, some people shouldn't have a voice. If you ain't using the platform for something that's, you know what I mean? This is an opportunity that you got the whole, in no time in history have you had the opportunity that the world could hear what you're saying and you ain't nobody. Right. You're just a nobody. Not saying you're nobody as a person, but nobody knows you and you got a chance to spit out what you want to say to the world and then you get that opportunity and you put some bullshit out there. You know what I mean? What now you see why people ain't in the positions that really mean something. You know what I mean?
If you're gonna get in that position, you want to take it serious anyway. You don't want to just throw anything out there.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean? Think about your kids and what your kids and what you want them to see the shit that you're talking about.
And like somebody told me, you gotta remember everything that you put out there is gonna be there for a long,
ain't going
time.
Nowhere. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
You can't be a social media person or an artist or whatever, and then you talk about pop that coochie and all this, but then you try to shelter your kids from it. What about our kids? Yep. If you ain't doing it around your kids and for your kids to see it, don't do it for ours. Have some type of morality about yourself. Yep. Real talk. What else you got?
Okay. Would it bother you if your significant other constantly posted photos of herself on social media?
It depends on what she posts.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. Depends on what the photos are.
You know, some things is better left unseen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, ask yourself why you're posting it. Yeah. That's the key question.
What is the point for you to be doing it?
Right.
Why are you doing it? What are your reasons for just constantly?
You know, it's nothing wrong. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with if you posting it. You know, you got friends or whatever. But when you start getting the little erotic and vulgar pictures, why you doing it? Who you trying? What attention you seeking? Because it's a reason you're doing it. You're trying to seek some attention that you feel you ain't getting. You know, so hey, like I said, the best three things is what? Keeping your motherfucking shit private. Yep. Your money, your next move, and your personal life. You know what I mean? You know you got people out here that try to see if they can piece your life together through social media. Mm-hmm. And I need to tell y'all, find a damn life.
Yes.
Good Lord. If somebody want to be with you, they're going to be with you. Don't underground stalk somebody because you need to see what they doing. Look, do your own life. If you focus on your own life, guess what? Maybe you have more shit to post about that's good. You sitting there stalking a motherfucker on Facebook. Like, come on, what the hell? Damn.
Well, some people view your social media page and they think if they don't see a female or a male on your page, then your significant other or wife or partner, whatever, must not exist. So they're constantly looking to see if it's somebody there so they can know how to make their move.
First of all,
sound like stalking to me.
First of all, that too. Yeah, you
sound like stalking to me.
Look, first of all, that's not your business.
Right.
You ain't. Why you worried about who somebody going with if they ain't going with you? That's not your business. Like who? Like what? And how do you? You know how precious time is, the time you can't get back, and you sitting there trying to scroll. Oh, that's that Wendy's off of. Like get sit your stalking ass down and go play in traffic. Go do something. Like come on, man. Like I don't even know what to say. So what you? Look, am I doing?
Sound like stalking. You said everything right. You know what I'm
talking about? God, man.
Stalking, trying to figure out how
to. You know who does that? Like what?
You ain't got no life, like you said, for real.
Like
I can honestly say I give two shits what you're doing.
Exactly. And you got those who making different pages and all this crap.
Trying to get into your page. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I've known that too. That's crazy.
You know how much time it takes and how many emails and stuff you got to do to try to get a new account? Like,
I'm going to tell you something, man. It didn't take me that long. I mean, I would never do nothing like that. I think that is dumb. I really do.
Oh, hell, man. It ain't that serious.
So if you don't post your significant other, is that an indication that people are hiding their mate?
That's an indication of mind your motherfucking business.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, why would somebody feel that way anyway? Then, if that's the case, then it sounds like your mate probably got an issue with it. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, but
it sounds like
it don't even matter because if that's the case, if somebody's really out there trying to do that or this, that, or other, somebody's trying to get at you, they're going to try to get at you regardless.
But it sounds.
It's up to that person.
And it also sounds like people got a right to post what they want to post.
Because it's their page.
That's their business. Maybe they don't want you in their business. That's the point. What do it matter of your thought of what's going on in somebody else's life? It's not your business unless they tell you. So why does that matter? You know? Unless you are a home wrecker or trying to break some shit up. Yeah. So go play in traffic.
Trying to sit there and so not there.
Like, come on, man. Like, we ain't in high school.
You know what I'm talking about?
It ain't your business. Why don't you just call the person and ask?
Ask them for real.
That'll save the time.
Look, they don't want you to know how nosy.
Point blank. Okay. If you don't want me to know how nosy you are, that means I don't want to tell you something.
If I ain't told you in the first place, then ain't your business to know anyway.
Thank you.
How about I'm just going to volunteer my information to you for
what? Motherfuckers be trying to break up shit because they see motherfuckers just living their life. You know? You was with the person and then you fucked up. Now you mad about it. Yeah. Now you want to see if they happy since they left you. Yeah.
Yeah, but damn, they done went on and you still worry about what they doing. That's stupid.
Come on, that don't make sense. I'm going to say this in the camera. It's your life. Yeah.
And I'm going to say this in the camera too.
What's that?
That's that fuck shittery.
Facts. Mm-hmm. What else you got?
Okay. Should companies view the social media pages of potential candidates for employment?
Yes.
They should?
I think that's personal. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think,
The reason I say that because you don't know if this mug crazy as hell. You know what I mean? You don't know if he crazy as hell. I'm not going to hire somebody that I don't know that's crazy as hell. But
people have a right to their privacy, what they do on the job and off the job. They may have a different lifestyle.
Well, block the company.
That's crazy. What you think, Tom?
I'm just saying, right? Block the company.
Yeah, because I don't think that nobody should be able to go on your personal stuff like that.
But they can't.
But some of them do.
But there's a lot of people. I mean, like if that's the case, then heck, the police go on there and find people like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right.
Okay, let me ask this. Okay, out of all the friends you got on your page or whatever, how many of them are your actual friends?
Oh, mine.
That you actually call
actually that you deal with. A friend is somebody you deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Huh?
Maybe about 2 or 3.
And you probably got how many?
500.
You probably got how many?
You got 5. Oh, wow. Probably about
I got 5,000.
I got about 2,000.
I got 5,000.
How many friends are?
That's what I'm saying. I only had 2 friends my whole life. Everybody else has been associates. One of them, rest in peace, Joe, is gone. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about him because we kick it every day. But I'm saying outside of that, 4,998 ain't friends.
Hey,
What you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
because that's like in my case, a lot of the people on there, people of course, you just met there, but there are a lot of people I grew up with, went to school with or whatever. But
facts.
I ain't talked to them in years.
And they ain't
You
friends
just
like
see them
that.
on there. You just see
Associates.
them.
Yeah.
So, like we were talking last night, know the difference between who in your life, right? You got your friend, you got associates, you got comrades, right?
Yep.
And once you learn the difference between the three, a comrade is somebody that's got a person that y'all both have an interest in that y'all may not get along with, but y'all work together. You got an associate, he looks like a friend. He hang around with you, do everything a friend do, but he going to the highest bidder. Whoever can help the most, they're going. So then you got your friend. That's the one that know what you're going through. You ain't even got to tell him. He watch it. He feel your energy off, or she, or vice versa, or whatever. So that should be your guidelines of knowing who the hell is with you and for you. So I got 4,998 associates or comrades. I don't know what the hell.
I just know a lot of folks on my page. You know what I'm saying? I don't know them, but I know they there.
Facts.
No.
What else you got?
Okay. So should married people, should they have some privacy, or should everything be open? Like some people have passwords to their spouses' social media pages. Should that be private?
Marriage does not mean you can't be an individual.
Yeah, you're still an
You
individual.
don't have to do all that. Yeah. That's too much. I would never look at a girlfriend or a wife's phone. I don't go in purses. I don't do all that. That's insecure shit because whatever person do, they gonna do it. If it's gonna come out, it's gonna come out. So I'm not gonna worry myself with that. You know what I mean?
I don't.
That's corny.
And any to worry about.
Yeah, any man or woman do that.
You know what I'm saying? Because anything like you say, if it's something you want me to know, you're gonna let me know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to just constantly keep badgering and asking. There's nothing to do all that. And even in my case, to be honest, sometimes it may seem like, I don't want to use the right word. You know what I'm saying? I'm nonchalant about a lot of stuff. It ain't that I don't care. But the thing about it is, if it's something I need to know, you're going to tell me. And I'm not going to play this game where I have to try to just constantly say the same thing over and over and over to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, because if it's something I need to know, you tell me.
Right, but that's you hit on this. If I gotta do all that, I don't need to be with you.
Man, why? I can't trust you. If I can't trust you, then why be with you? That's crazy.
Yeah, unfortunately, there are some people who want to, or they demand to have access. You
can't demand. You can't demand shit from me.
I don't want none of that.
You know what I mean? And it's. I just look at it like, know who the fuck you with. You know what I mean?
You share every aspect of your life with that person, but then they want to worry about stuff like that. You know what I do?
Even
then I feel like I should have to passwords and all that kind of stuff.
Look,
either way it go, like you say, we still individual. Yeah, we're like in that case, I'm married, but at the same time, I still have my own life, my own personal thing. It ain't that I'm going out doing this and doing that, but at the same time,
even if you show it with somebody that's jealous and insecure,
that's crazy.
They're not gonna believe you anyway. Once you show them that, they're gonna say, "Hey, let me see the mileage on your car. Where you go from?" Like, come on. No, everybody doing all that. What else you got?
Okay, well, it is GMS time.
Oh, damn, here we go. See some sparks. Boy, that shit, man, it's getting close.
I see you right on the edge. You know what
I'm saying? You be watching that shit.
Hey, we can use it now. Hey, we got 1,000+ subscribers. Now we get the bone bust out the sparkler.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah, you got good.
Hey, and no, before you go into this romance scenario, like, for real, really, we do really want to thank y'all, man, all the subscribers, because in the last 4.5, 5 months, this getting 1,000+ subscribers usually take people 2, 3, 4 years and so that we done that in 4 to 5. So we really do appreciate it, like seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah, we really do. We really do.
Because really this did start from the basement to greatness. You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate y'all.
And y'all just keep riding with us, and those that ain't ride with us, jump on the train because we ready for you. Come on. That's everything. Oh yeah, and I want to say one more thing too before we go and get to the question. I want to wish my oldest daughter a happy birthday.
Happy
birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Kim, I love you, and I hope you just have a wonderful day, and I'm going to talk to you a little later.
All right. All right, it's time for our grown man scenario.
Let's do it.
You guys ready?
Yep.
I was born ready.
All right.
If you're getting ready, you're born ready, you got to get ready. Word.
You up there about?
All right.
Craig and Pam have been dating for 2 years.
She said Craig or Day.
I thought that hit my thing too. I was
Craig
say
or Day.
Craig. Oh
Yeah, I'm sorry. There you go.
That hit my thing? What the hell? That was a super ball.
It was.
Hey, you don't agree with me.
Hey, man, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What is that?
Okay, Craig and Pam have been dating for 2 years, and he decides to buy her a new car for her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Craig lost his job 5 months ago and has been trying to get the money up to pay the car note. He didn't tell her that he had lost his job, but he asked her not to drive the car.
So don't get to it. That's it.
She didn't understand why, and he only said she be doing too much and she needs to sit down sometime.
Sound like me. But go ahead.
She decides to go grocery shopping, and when she comes out the store, the car is gone. She calls around thinking the car is stolen.
Craig. Hey. Craig. Hey, I ain't with that bullshit. For real. Damn.
Okay?
Craig, damn.
Okay, she calls around.
We're just fighting.
Start tripping, Craig.
She calls around thinking the car is stolen and finds out it's been repossessed.
Wow.
He says he told her to sit down and sit still somewhere and not drive.
Right.
And she should have listened.
Right.
She feels like she's his girl and she would have helped, and he should have just been transparent. He also said that as a man, he didn't want to tell her he lost his job because most women don't want to hear that. So how would you have approached this situation?
Well, hold on. I'm going to let you go first, but I just want to say this one thing. First, when you said he bought his girl a car. So I'm assuming he paid for it all the way.
Down on it.
No. He rented his girl a car, basically. Because if he bought it, he went out on note. But go ahead. What was you going to say?
I was going to ask first before I answer a question. Like, so when she came by the grocery store and she saw the car was gone, what she do? Probably just jumped in the buggy and just rolled over.
No, call somebody to push her over. Go ahead.
Hey, man, he can say what he want to say, man. Me personally, if I had lost my job, I would have told her. I'm sorry because, closed mouths don't get fed. Right. And this right here is a situation where it's like, I lost my job and I ain't been lying to you, don't drive because me, I'm so dumb. I'd be like, don't go to that car, you're going to come out, it's going to be gone. And that's exactly what happened.
And you hit that on the head.
Seriously. And then you were so, damn.
Well, go ahead. What was you saying? I don't even want to come in.
Oh, damn.
Hey.
Like I was saying.
Oh, wow.
This motherfucker. Anyway, think about it. Even she said she would have helped or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, come on, man. That's our problem. I'm a man, and I do have pride. I do. But when it's something like that, and I don't have no control over it, and I know that my girl, my wife, whatever, can help me do it, then of course I'm going to say something so we can, I've been holding it down all this while. I need you to try to hold it down right now till things get back. And that's being real. That's all I got to say about that right there. What you got? Oh, you need the question again?
No.
You don't need the question?
Well, say it again.
See that?
No, here go this. No, but seriously, the thing is, what kind of relationship are you in that you don't feel comfortable enough to tell her that, guess what? I'm going to go get a car for you. We're going to pay on it. Right? So you already knowing it's going to be a note on it.
Right.
So if I lost my job, it shouldn't be no thing to tell you, hey, this is what's going on. But you lied straight out the gate. You said you bought it. So now if you said you bought it, she thinking like, Well, I kind of stay in the house for, so you can't blame her.
Yeah, that's
she
what I'm
thinking
saying.
you paid for it, but
Yes.
you didn't tell her you didn't pay for it. Now, had you been honest up front, guess what? You wouldn't be going through half the thing, and she wouldn't be walking down motherfucking 285 with a buggy and them motherfucking groceries.
She ain't walking down. It depends on what the stove's on the hill. She gotta roll it down.
Yeah, but
hey, sister, I apologize. I'm not laughing at you.
It's just being truthful. But that also shows their relationship.
Yeah, because you should have to hide something like that.
What you hiding for? Come on. And then, first of all, if we can't get it, if you can't buy it, that means you can't afford it.
Yep.
That's just what it is. And being real with somebody about it, you know what I mean? You can't get mad at
her.
In a
relationship.
No, you can't tell her, I told you not to drive.
Right.
You got it for me to drive. How the hell I know that fast backing up tow driver that don't have to hook nothing no more? He just boom, boom, and go with your shit.
You see, that's the thing about it. He's mad because he didn't want to tell her that, hey, they looking for that car. You know what I'm saying?
Like I can't pay.
Hey, look, I lost my job. They probably looking for that car, so you might want to, keep that thing.
Looking for it, they probably was waiting outside the garage because a tracker on it.
Yeah.
So they like that car in the garage. They gotta come out sooner or later.
That's that bull.
Yeah,
but
man,
that's just people.
Just be real, man.
Conversation.
People,
Just be real. Stuff like that right there. Because I'd rather for you to know that I done lost my job and I can't pay for it than you to come out. It's just like the stuff that she probably telling everybody. And she done told everybody like, damn, he bought it. Yeah, he bought it. Like,
yeah, you know what I mean? Just that's it all. Listen, I'm not when I say just be real, I'm talking about stuff that is no need to hide.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, look, the thought is I put my name on it to get it for you. So what I'm gonna lie about it for?
Yeah.
I feel worse than you because now my stuff messed up.
Not only that, but I'm trying to figure out though. So what he should have did was like he should have just went ahead and gave her his card in.
I know he took his first. But with that, like real talk. With that being said, just be honest about stuff. And if you're in a relationship like that and you can't tell that part, you're not really in a relationship because you're lying already. Don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? But that's just bullshit. And with that being said, is that it, Miss B?
That's it.
Wow.
What you got?
Hey man, all I want to say once again is I appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys. All the subscribers that came in, and hey, the ones that ain't did it, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification. Know that we coming at you. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, and we still doing the live things, and hey, we appreciate y'all. We trying to just keep delivering good content and keep you guys right here with us. You know what I'm saying?
And also to let y'all also know, with this podcast, we can do what everybody else do and do the trending topics and get into the messy crap and all this different stuff. We just ain't on that, man. We when we leave, we want to leave an imprint of we left something that helps society versus adding more problems to society. So a lot of people send messages and say, talk about this subject, talk about that subject. You got 1,000 people, millions of people talking about that negative, and they may get 1,000 more subscribers, 1,000 more viewers because negativity attracts that. And we ain't trying to attract that. So we appreciate y'all.
And what we're building on, we try to build on a totally different thing, like he said.
That's it. And we appreciate y'all.
With
that being said, who is it? I'm Tone.
It's your boy Tone. Come on.
It's your girl, Miss B.
For sure.
We out of here.
Peace.
Deuces.